Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you today. I'm the PebblePad Coordinator at the University of South Australia, and I've been asked to speak about my role at UniSA and the support structures for managing clinical placements. Just a little bit about me though. I love trail running, NFL Seattle Seahawks, coffee and house rabbits. I studied graphic design, working in marketing in the book industry. From there, a small registered training organisation in makeup artistry. And then an interesting time as a project manager in a building company. Really strange. Anyway, and of course now UniSA. So I started in March 2020. It was the first year that it was going out to all the students in nursing and midwifery. And basically it was a new position with a platform that students and staff hadn't used before. So you added COVID and then lockdowns into the mix. It was a huge, steep learning curve for all of us. So I manage 29 workspaces across nursing and midwifery with a total of 3,700 students. Today I'm going to talk about nursing because that's our biggest cohort. ELAs are our clinical placement courses. We have 5, but only 4 have clinical placements. ELA 2 and ELA 3 are a 4-week placement, and ELA 4 and 5 are 8-week placements. So these placements are spread all over South Australia. So they are regional venues as well as city metropolitan ones. So what do I do? I create workspaces and workbooks. So prior to each ELA, I create the PebblePad and Atlas login buttons as well as information pages for our students on the course site. We use Moodle. During this time, I also meet with the course coordinator and we review any changes from last year or workbook, and then I create them. I also collaborate with other academic staff to create other workbooks for our theory courses too. That's mainly for midwifery, I found, but hopefully nursing will come on board too. So in our ELA workbooks, students complete the following. They have preclinical tutorials and we've embedded videos with questions that they need to ask, their learning plan, attendance record, there's a feedback and achievements section, as well as 2 self-assessments. So one is done in the middle of the placement and the other at the end. Our facilitators complete weekly feedback and the formative and summative assessment. Okay, so the Atlas workspace. So I update with any additional UniSA staff as well as clinical facilitators, so they're your externals. I allocate roles and adding resources, workbooks, there's also user guides and any other thing like that. And then it comes to creating sets. I love sets. So the nursing cohort is large and therefore I started creating sets. So by using these, facilitators only have access to the students that are allocated to them. So basically it's time consuming, but it's worth it in the end. It ensures security in the system as well as the data privacy for students. So here we go, we've got just a little explanation on how it is. It's my favourite slide. So sets also help me with student management. So when students email me with a question, they sometimes don't give me all the information. You know, I manage 29 workspaces. They don't tell me they are. Anyway, so I go into, I can use sets to see their venue and their facilitator at a quick glance. So perfect. So during clinical placement, I work closely with the course coordinators, academic liaisons. I answer all PebblePad inquiries, so they just forward me the emails basically and I answer them. And of course there's any updates to those sets because they do happen. Okay, PebblePad training. Whew, where do I start? I provide all training for staff and venues. I also conduct an intro to PebblePad for new UniSA staff. This year we've only started doing, that's okay, calm Sheridan.
You're okay. You're doing well.
At the beginning of each ELA for nursing, we do a workshop for facilitators. In that time, the course coordinator talks about the overall course. I come in with how to work the workbook, and we usually have a guest speaker. For example, ELA 2 is aged care, so we have a guest speaker in the aged care sector. Okay, what else? Okay, yep. So when I also create a PebblePad account for a facilitator, I'll send them a welcome email with the user guides, and there's also then contact details if they need me. For students, so there's a weekly drop-in session by Zoom, and then there's one-on-one assistance if needed. So, procedures and yes. So as I said, this was a new position when I started, so there was limited guides. Now course coordinators know I'll contact them in the lead up before the course site goes live to discuss the workbook. I've created user guides for staff, facilitators and students. These guides cover the basics from logging in to how to complete an assessment. I've also created step-by-step visual guides when I receive a few emails asking the same question. These have come in really handy and they're just quick for replying to students and to facilitators. So as the administrator, I manage student, staff and venue accounts. Oh, it's a scary one. I also delete student accounts when they graduate, and yeah, alumni accounts come in very handy because if they don't, I end up creating PDFs of all their workbooks. Anyway, I also archive workspaces when finished, and I'm currently creating a handover procedure for when I'm on leave, because in 4 weeks' time I'm off for 3 weeks to Seattle. Yes, I'll be going to a game. So that will be interesting time. The academics are a little bit scared when I'm away. So here we go. So I've been in this role for 2.5 years now. I enjoy hearing that I have made a difference in helping students out on clinical placement. And I giggle when staff and now venues call me the PebblePad guru. My aim is to make clinical placement run smoothly for students, UniSA staff and venue facilitators. And I hope at the end they love PebblePad as much as I do. Thank you for listening. Any questions? Happy to talk about football. Woo.